Welcome to my show. My name is Frank McDowell. This episode is weather forecast for Toronto, long range forecast for Toronto. Up in Toronto, Ontario, they're forecasting 50 plus millimeters of rain for the end of November from Sunday until Wednesday. And on Sunday, November 27th, Toronto's supposed to get 50 plus millimeters of rain, and Toronto's going to get really heavy rain for the next quite a few days in Toronto. And Toronto's going to get really heavy rain, and people in Toronto have to be prepared for a lot of rain Sunday. People in Toronto have to wear your rubber boots and raincoats and rain suits, and they have to put your hood up, and there will be high winds in Toronto this Sunday coming up. And there's supposed to be a lot of rain in Toronto for the next few days. The high winds can break the umbrella instantly in Toronto, Ontario. People in Toronto have to be prepared for a lot of rain this Sunday coming up. Supposed to get a lot of rain, a lot of high winds for Toronto this Sunday coming up. Right now, Toronto's getting the freezing rain, and Toronto's going to get a big rainstorm this Sunday coming up. People in Toronto, here's my advice. Have your rubber boots on, have your raincoats and rain suits ready for Sunday, because Toronto is going to get a lot of rain this Sunday coming up. And streets will be flooded, and all the sewers will be backing up in Toronto. There will be a localized flooding, or maybe a widespread flooding in Toronto. There could be some localized flooding this Sunday coming up in Toronto, because there's supposed to be a lot of rain, a lot of high winds in Toronto. Power will go out in Toronto. People in Toronto have to have your candles and flashlights ready, have your blanket to keep themselves warm, and have your generators ready to keep the stoves going. And Toronto's going to get really heavy rain this Sunday coming up on Sunday, November 27th, 2011. Toronto is going to get heavy rain with high winds. And the power will go up because the winds will be really high in Toronto, Ontario. And there will be wind-driven rain in Toronto, Ontario. And really high winds and really heavy rain in Toronto as well. There will be a lot of localized flooding, and a lot of cars will be stalled in the flood waters in Toronto on Sunday. All kinds of cars will be stalled in the flood waters on Sunday. All the streets, some of the flooded streets will be blocked. And do not go near the flooded streets in Toronto, because there's going to be a lot of rain this Sunday coming up. Best of luck to you. People of Toronto, be prepared for a huge rainstorm. The Blundell Show, be prepared for a huge rainstorm. 102.1 The Edge, be prepared for a huge rainstorm in the end of November. Good luck.